Gather.
And the crowd goes wild!
Let's finish this swiftly. Solidify.
Let's roll! Ha! Bam!
Rise.
Oni coming through! Attaboy!
Stabilize.
Ha! 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 Let's roll!
Gather.
All hail! Access denied. No touching.
Time for retribution! Ha! 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 Ha!
This is order.
Attaboy!
Неплохая кэпка. Кэпка нормальная. Что за 4-й стат будет, интересно? Как всегда, дерьмо 4-й стат.
Everyone in Mondstadt is saying that I'm much more reliable now.
Как вот сюда попасть, я не понимаю. Дракон вечно в бедствии. Как туда попасть? Как туда попасть?
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Неплохой сундучело. Двадцать. Нужно еще 15.
You are not well. Solidify!
Here comes the catch.
Hey!
How regret. have.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Вот такая простая головоломка. Привет. Ивент на плесневиков. Чё? Я ему сыграл, что дальше? Как вот этого босса найти, не понимаю. Бля, как же медленно все. Где-то внизу, а где внизу, хер поймешь. Где тут вход? На карте должен быть вход где-то. Ну, на карте я только один вход вижу. Не понял. Случайно подобрал.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to...
Мне нужна какая-то ёбаная мелодия. Чтобы зайти туда.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But...
Ну, тут еще 15 штук нужно.
Everyone hold hands.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Access denied. Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Можно этого огненного босса помочить, чтобы он до 70 уровня докачать персонажа ради одной крутки.
Gather.
The Temple of Wisdom! Hey! This is long overdue. No touching! Born of ice and...
Solidify.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Gather.
Access denied.
Бля, нахуя я электрического я взял против электрических врагов. Я здесь долго. Зеленый вот этот самый прикольный, мне кажется. Вот, в принципе, все, а вот тут вот проблема. Нахуй я вот это все потратил, нахуя. Мне нужен гайд. Тут что-то долго. М, Я неправильно сделал. Надо наоборот. А где еще взять? Активируйте талант парящего дендра плесенника. Понятно, что-то. Синий, синий, зеленый. Синий, синий, зеленый, синий. Синий, зеленый, синий. Плесенника. Плесенник, блядь. Есть.
Looks like the qualifiers are about to kick off. Alhingen's giving an opening speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nilut Pala Cup Beast Tamers Tournament is about to begin. I genuinely hope that everyone has fun in the competition and wish you all the very best of luck. At the same time, I ask that you bear in mind that this tournament is held in the spirit of friendly and fair competition. By all means, give everything you've got, but respect your opponent. I have spent a considerable amount of time in my life searching for a way for humans and dangerous creatures to coexist. The wisdom orbs I sincerely hope that this event will show the potential of beast taming to a wider audience. People need a way to avoid conflict and
Oh, so that's why Alhingen is putting his whole fortune into this. What an inspiring goal. But
Thank you for your speech, Mr. Alhingen. I'd like to add a few words of my own, if I may. Welcome, Beast Tamers! The wisdom orbs in your hands are a truly groundbreaking invention, representing the culmination of centuries of technological innovation.
Cautelia, everyone's eager to try them out for themselves.
Of course. Well, I'll explain everything to you all when I get the chance. I'm sure you'll get a
what a total nerd! Doesn't he know there's a time and place to talk tech? Good thing Alhingen has enough situation. Ooh, the qualifiers have officially started! It's time to face our first
Didn't know they put the bar for entry so low. Let's go! This is gonna be over so fast. Don't blink or you'll...
Don't be nervous, Bongohead. It's only the qualifiers. These are teeny tiny potatoes. Just think of them as stepping stones. Time to use your Splish Splash water balloon!
Quick attacks will work to our advantage! Everyone, now! It's okay. We still got this.
Great job, Bongohead! And everyone else, too!
But how? How can my swift fighting style fail?
This fungi fighting is unlike anything else we've... That beast tamer and her fungi work together pretty well. Almost as well as the two of us. That's not what Paimon meant. Paimon just wanted to say that our opponent seems to have developed her own fighting... Oh, it'd be great.
That's why it's so important to develop close connections with your teammates.
Nico and Layla! How's it going for...
Twirly Whirly and the other shroom buddies were way stronger than I thought. Before I knew it, they'd knocked the opposition out. When I got back to the arena, I saw Miss Yai's opponent running away like they'd just seen a ghost. Miss Yai said she needed to find you and discuss something, so...
Little Layla here breezed through her first battle. Soka won hers by a hair's breadth, but mine was rather disappointing. My opponent was a frightful bore.
Well, it's only just started after all. It'd be a bit of a crazy tournament if everyone in the qualifiers was a prize fighter. But anyway, what was it you want...
You're getting smarter, aren't you, Paimon? I thought you'd need me to remind you, but no, you said it yourself. Our opponents will only get stronger. Why don't we keep up the momentum from our respective first-round victories? Let's give our fungi some special training to strengthen our bonds with them.
Great idea! Stay one step ahead of the game. All right, guess it's shroom.
The view here is wonderful. It smells of the rainforest here, and we're far enough away that no one will bother us. Let's have some fun with our fungi friends, then take a break to sample some of Sumeru's
Yay! Snack time! Wait a second. Aren't we here for training, though? Or did you put something in the snacks that'll
Even if I had that kind of power, I wouldn't dream of abusing it. I assure you, the dried fruits and pastries I brought are... Perhaps you thought I'd planned an intensive training session for you? That won't be necessary. On the contrary, when you're constantly on edge... Since the goal here is to bond with our fungi, we should treat them as friends and create happy memories with them. Eating and having fun together are vital components of friendship train. Imagine if all the Traveler ever thought about was making you stronger, forcing you to build rock-hard muscles just to watch you send Mitatrolls flying. Would you gladly comply?
59 ранг.
Why are you looking at Paimon like that? Oh, don't you dare try anything like that! Or Paimon will ignore you for 3 days! No, 5 days!
See? You and she have a very strong bond, but that doesn't mean you'd be happy for her to inflict a rigorous physical training regimen on you. Do you really think the fungi would be...
Well, when you put it like that...
Miss Yai is right. Also, I'm curious to see what would happen if the wisdom orb is turned off or malfunctions. I wonder if the fungi will stay tamed or not. Yeah, it takes time for friends to get to know each other properly and come to... I can't always rely on this gizmo to communicate with Twirly Whirly. It makes me feel like I'm giving orders.
Она что, обмануть хочет меня?
Ah, yes. True love cannot be controlled by external forces.
But that would mean giving up control over the fungi. Is that really a good idea?
Go ahead and give it a try, little Layla. Don't worry, the little ones and I will be here to keep.
Okay, is everyone ready? I'm gonna do it.
Look at that! Now that it's turned off, Twirly Whirly's moving around on its own again. But it's...
Perhaps the Wisdom Orb's technology doesn't allow people to control the fungi at all. Maybe it simply adjusts the fungi's temperaments. If this theory is correct, little Layla's wish may yet come true. Once you've gotten to know each other, you'll be able to freely communicate without you.
Miko's right! Forget fancy schmancy technology. The real breakthrough here is the power...
I'll do my best. I want to learn all about Twirly Whirly's likes and dislikes. Then by...
Paimon wants to get to know the real Bongo Head, too. Let's try deactivating our Wisdom Orb.
Бля, и сюда с диалогов до хера засунули.
Traveler, Paimon, Miss Yai, do you and your shrimp buddies want to join us?
You'd better be careful. Don't get too close to Blitzara when you're knee-deep in the water, or you might find yourself on the receiving end of a very
Right. Paimon almost forgot. Should we let Bongo Head try something different? We could climb a tree together and see the view from... You two go ahead. We want Bongo Head to try something different since it's probably used to playing near water.
Oh, okay. Meet you back here later then.
Bongo Head, we can do whatever you want to do. Just let us know. Paimon will probably... Why isn't it responding? Guess Paimon will have to try... Help! Help me! Something's not right! Why are these fungi... Did you hear that? It sounds like... Hurry! Let's go check...
What are you doing here?
Hania? You saved the...
I happened to be nearby. The children were mimicking what they'd seen the contestants doing and ended up getting surrounded by...
That's so dangerous! Why are they trying to approach wild fungi with...
It's hardly their fault. I was almost drawn in by the fungi's cute appearance once, too. Luckily, I remembered my family's stern warnings and the suffering that previous generations once endured. People never used to be under any illusion about how dangerous the fungi can be. But this Neelit polycup is changing people's perceptions, and now they're letting their guard down against the fungi. A consequence that Elhingen failed to foresee. I'm putting an end to this debacle, first chance I get. The Wisdom Orb is the perfect tool for exterminating fungi on a large scale. And once I win the tournament, they'll be mine to do with us.
What are you talking about, Hania? Exterminating fungi? Not in front of Pyro 1! Don't you... You're taking part in the tournament too, aren't you? You even taught us a few tips and tricks. You're clearly enjoying the event.
I'm quite certain Pyro 1 would back me up if it was capable of realizing the past mistakes of its kind. But regrettably, it's just a pawn controlled by a gadget. It will never understand human sentiment. As for why I taught you guys a few things, don't you realize? I saw your potential, and I wanted you to help me reach my goals. Yet here you are now pleading the fungi's case. You've gotten too deep in this absurd game. Looks like Golden Comet and Silver Companion.
Wait! Don't go! We turned off our Wisdom Orb just now, and we were playing with the fungi and everything!
Ooh my, such a standout personality, and with the perfect dose of obstinacy. I sense dramatic event.
Miko? Layla? Oh, you heard...
We were just talking about her as it happens. Little Layla told me that Hania gave you some guidance when you first entered the tournament. but looking at it now, she seems to be a classic case of a wrong path character. Blames the many for the mistakes of a few and seeks to wipe them all out of She takes the wrong path because in her eyes, it is the most effective and sensible method of achieving.
Fungi can definitely be aggressive and damage their environment, but some research also suggests that they're only acting in accordance with their nature. Just like any of the fungi have existed for a long time. No one knows what the ecological implications for the rainforest.
Right! We shouldn't resort to extreme measures. No matter what Ania has been through, we can't let her do this just because she wants to.
You intend to stop her achieving victory? I can't say I didn't expect that response from you, but I hear she's one of the favorites to win this tournament. Are you prepared to face such a
That's what you brought us here for, right? To get acquainted with our fungi friends so we can cooperate better with them?
Кошмар, блин.
Did you know all this was gonna...
It would be rather boring if I had arranged every last detail in advance. Today's training ends here. The qualifiers should be over now. We should go and find out what to expect in the later...
There are a lot of people over there. Are they looking for something?
I heard that the organizers set up loads of message boards for the audience to leave comments and interact with each other. I wonder if people will talk about me and Twirly Whirly. Oh, if only I could use...
Paimon thinks that's a great idea! You always need a ton of information to write a paper, and you can't always get the info you need. But this time, you...
That's a nice idea, Paimon. But I'm from the Ratawahiz, Darshan. The kind of information I'm gathering now would only be of any use to someone in the Amorta.
Yeah! You could provide the information to Amorta students! Maybe sell it to the highest bidder! Wait, no! Royalties! Charge royalties!
Mora is a secondary consideration, but I could make it a fair trade by getting the Amorta students to read through some advanced papers for me and figure out what... If I can narrow the search, it'll make my life a whole lot easier. I won't have to buy hundreds of different things and get Twirly Whirly to Just thinking about it makes me want to pass out.
Layla, that's an amazing... Please, get them to look into what Bongo Head likes too.
I'll do my best. When I get back,
Little one, the pairings for the remaining 32 are out.
Huh? We'll be facing Silkanek.
Oh, I've been looking...
What are you so excited about? Aren't you worried that we'll knock your budding author out of the competition? If that happens, Yai Publishing House's nice little
Oh, please, do your worst. I never asked Soka to win in the first place. Besides, maybe suffering a humiliating defeat will give her the... After all, a life with no obstacles tends to narrow the mind. People end up believing that only they are on the right path. Sometimes, obstacles are more valuable than smooth sailing. Excellent. I'm looking forward to the...
Блять, сколько болтовни ненужной, пиздец просто. Я в шоке просто.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Today's the
Traveler, Paimon, this day has come. My apologies, but my writing career is at stake here, and my reputation in Lady Yacht.
Don't get too cocky, Soka. We won't go easy on you. Bogglehead, use your ultimate water blast! Let's finish this!
Unleash the wrath of the storm, Stormstress! How can this be? I can't believe it. It seems that the guests of Tenshukaku have powers beyond the reach.
Oh no! Did we go too far? Soka's taking this pretty hard. Miko said it was fine not to hook back. Oh, Paimon's freaking out. Okay, we should just go apologize to Miko. Come on, Bungo Head. Put on your best guilty face. Miko, we're sorry. It was all Bungo Head. We didn't know it would take Soka out so quickly.
Oh? Did she look crestfallen and say something melodramatic like, beyond the reach of mere mortals? Then
Yes, to all of those actions.
it's better this way. Soka will turn this experience into valuable writing material. She'll be able to portray the protagonist's journey with all the setbacks they face along the way much more compellingly. As for how to flesh out the villain, dominating, ruthless but brilliant, and ultimately victorious, the inspiration will have to come from you. So don't go getting yourselves knocked out of the competition by some
That's a conversation for another time. Oh, Miku, please ask Soka to go easy on us when she...
Traveler, Paimon, and Miss Yai.
Layla, take it easy.
I'm alright. So I wrote to the Amorta students, and they were really keen. I got a reply with the information I needed within just a few. I've tried making a few different snacks for Twirly Whirly based on the information they gave me, but it didn't seem to like any of them. So then I made a new, improved list, and also included ingredients that might suit Bongo Head's taste. I didn't go to bed and...
How'd you get the results so soon? That was super quick.
How's it going, my little Layla? Have you been teaching your opponents a lesson?
Yep. Thanks for taking us training, Miss Yai. Twirly Whirly is way more obedient, but the opponents have gotten stronger too. So, the pressure is on. I gotta... The problem is, I'm also planning to visit the Almighty Merchant at 7 in the morning.
Oh, that's no problem. I'll join you with your training session, and we can leave the little ones to buy the ingredients. They're quite the experts.
Oh, sounds like you two help out Miss Yai quite often, huh?
Right. Yeah. Please don't turn us into scary evil bag.
Don't worry, little Layla. They're just apologizing to me for defeating Soka. Go buy yourself a nice drink, take a break, and catch your breath.
Thanks so much. This is the address where I arranged to meet up with the Almighty Merchant. And here's...
Hey, it's our pleasure. You helped us look into Bongo Head's preferences, remember? Glad we can return the favor.
As for the potential liabilities we didn't have time to discuss earlier, one good place to start might be the fungi power-up materials. Why, this is the most exciting subplot of the novel, the secret investigation. I'm sure you must be curious about where the magical... Besides, if we fail to uncover what's really going on in this tournament, we simply leave...
This is suddenly sounding super complicated.
I suggest that you act just before sunrise, while most people are tired and resting. You may find...
Should we really take Miko's suggestion? Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's wait until early tomorrow morning. Don't worry, Bongo Head. You're not under suspicion or anything. We just want to... It's time! Let's head towards the fungi power-up place. It should be totally deserted. After we're done investigating, we can go buy all those ingredients from the almighty merchant Layla mentioned. Then this all looks like regular floral jelly. It's right out in the open for everyone to see, and they've even put the recipe on the... Well, it's not like we can just take them away and go investigate them. That'd be stealing, right? We'd probably be... Oh, but we do have a camera. How about we take some pictures of the floral jelly and its... We should ask an expert to analyze these photos, but we're kind of running out of time.
You hold yourselves to pretty high standards, coming here so early to power up your fungi.
Ania, we need to talk. Your plan...
Save your breath. If you think I'm wrong, start by defeating me. Then you can show me why exactly you...
She won't listen to us at all. How did things end up like this? Paimon thought we were getting along pretty well at first. All right, fine. Come on, Bongo Head. There's no time to mope.
Обманули нас.
Subaru specialty spices.
Layla's note said that this is where we should be meeting the Almighty Merchant.
Oh, the looks on your faces tell me you're searching for the Almighty Merchant, yes?
Yeah! How did you know? Wait, Dory?
Why so surprised? Every vendor and customer in the Grand Bazaar knows that Lord Sangama Bay, the Almighty, Supreme, Omnipotent, these and many more are my exclusive epithets. Any other merchant thinking of using one can forget.
Guess Paimon should have...
Yeah, whatever, but back to business. I'm surprised that Layla sent you here on her behalf. I suppose...
Sounds like you two get along pretty well. You know a lot about what's going...
It has nothing to do with getting along. Layla previously bought a few things for me. They weren't the most valuable goods, but it stole a lot of So naturally, I now keep tabs on her activity, which is why I know that she's taking part in a very Something just didn't feel right. As it happens, I do have some goods I'm trying to get off my hands. They're a little hot.
This is just a bunch of spare parts?
I'm told this is a device and some documents that the organizer attempted to destroy. But they were careless. Some people will scavenge through anything hoping for a chance to get rich.
Now that Paimon takes a closer look, this looks similar to the recipe for floral jelly. And these parts look like they came from Maybe they were used during the experiment phase. Let's hold on to them for now and have Miku take a look later. Maybe she'll notice if there's anything fishy about. Yeah, seems like our worries were well placed after all. But
I don't know what you two are talking about, but it sounds like these items might prove useful to you. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount. 60 million more?
Huh? Why, you sneaky little...
I'm just kidding. No one gives a hoot about these items except for you and the Matra. Show me Layla's list. I just need to know what she wants. Once I finish stocking up the goods, I'll send someone to deliver them to her so that...
That's a relief. Paimon thought all our efforts were gonna go down the drain. We couldn't afford that price even if we won the top prize.
Flour mixed with matsutake powder, a vintage jam, Zaytun peach juice? Is this really the fungi diet?
Paimon still feels kinda uneasy about all this, but we don't have much time. Let's continue with the competition. If Kautilya really is plotting something, we'll expose him in front of everyone during the...
Иди ты нахуй.
Quietly now.
This is order.
Make yourselves at home! All hail! No touching! Access denied!
Gotcha. Cha. Here comes the catch.
The sky's over...
I can see you're serious. Now, prepare.
Bogglehead! Give them a taste of your super water balloon blast!
Freeze them, Gusto Frosto! That all you got? Couldn't melt a snowflake with that. Impossible! My team has been defeated?
Whew! That was a hard-won battle. You and your buddies...
Traveler, Paimon, I saw you guys made it to the next round.
Hey, Layla! You're looking well today. And Twirly Whirly looks really happy.
It was a close call. I only won by a hair. Oh, I'm so glad I trained with Miss Yai beforehand. Also, the almighty merchant just sent someone to deliver the stuff I ordered. Thank you so much. My stamina's...
Speaking of Miss Yai, where did Miku go?
She left in a hurry with Soka. I guess they must have had something urgent to do. Also, when I returned to the arena, they were already quite a distance away. It didn't feel right to run after them and ask what they were up to.
Could be. Miku has been putting a lot of time into the tournament lately, so Paimon wouldn't be surprised if she had a lot of chief ed. She also said that she wanted to look for inspiration while enjoying her vacation. The mercenary was probably just their tour guide.
The quarterfinals are coming up. To me, this is the most important round. I'm a little...
Yeah! We've all done really well to come this far in the tournament. Right! We have to stay vigilant. Okay, let's take some photos of the items we got from Dory to add to the ones we took this...
Привет. Нет, невозможно, пока контент делают.
Osmantha. Wine.
Это же не на прохождение игра.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth.
7 персонажей открыл.
Tend to stay away.
It's time for the quarterfinals! Our opponent is definitely gonna be a tough one this time.
Ну, я не хочу еще одну дрочильню устанавливать. Мне и этой хватает. В принципе.
Ugh!
It's you.
Hey, you potty mouth! What's your—
The way you dote on your fungi. It's pathetic. What a joke. You make a mockery of the
greatest beast tamer of all? Ha! That's the—
You keep telling yourself that. You were never gonna come close to facing Hania.
Let's finish this with a water balloon meteor strike!
Storm their front line and take them down!
Добейте шотного, блядь.
Hey! No backing down! We fight to the end!
No! This can't be happening! I trained my fungi non-stop! Maybe I should have been harder on them.
Well, we
Ну,
beat
тем
him.
более, на английском не хочу играть.
Traveler, Paimon, I made it through.
That's amazing, Layla! You reached your goal!
I heard you won against the unstoppable Hardy Two Blades, but you don't seem too happy.
It's just that... he was really mean. He said some weird things.
I see what you mean. Yeah, somehow beast tamers like him make me feel a little... yeah, he clearly doesn't know anything about Hania. He's just making assumptions about what she's like based on a vague impression. And also, he's so cruel to his shroom buddies when they could have been friends. It's not just his loss either. It brings all the other...
Right! You have the right mindset, Layla. If only everyone was like you, this whole tournament would feel a lot less...
But it's only because I'm not aiming as high. Oh, looks like the next fight is you against me. Let's just try to enjoy ourselves. It doesn't matter who wins, this is...
Alright, time to see who's the strongest fungi! Twirly Whirly or Bongo Head? Loser...
Whatever deal this is, you seem very happy about it. Did I miss anything big while I was gone?
Miko! You're back! Finally! You snuck off without saying anything last time, so we didn't get to tell you about the evidence we...
Yes, well, it's been quite the ordeal for me too. I only entered this tournament for a bit of fun, but now I've ended up in the semi-finals. I've barely had any time. I'm sure you two will have a wonderful time in your fun and friendly match. I, on the other hand, have to take mine a little more seriously.
Yeah, who knew it'd get to this point? Miss Yai has to face off against Hania.
Look on the bright side. Maybe Miko will help us defeat Hania. But that means we won't get to show Hania the error of our ways ourselves. What a...
Финальный потом турнир. Это предфинал. А после этого финал будет. Так, электрический. Мне кажется, больше заморозка рождает. Именно.
I'm feeling nervous, but excited at the same. You don't have to go easy on me. Twirly Whirly and team have weathered plenty of tough challenges already.
Well then, prepare for battle, Layla and Twirly! Use your happy, clumsy water balloons, Boglehead! Gently, of course.
Hang in there, Twirly. You can still do this. Twirly, quick! Do the thing! The wind vortex! Oh shoot, we lost. But you and the gang put on the best show I've seen so far, Twirly Whirly. Thank you all. Twirly Whirly and I went out with a bang. Any other?
You did really well too, you know. Felt like we were one wrong move
Ну,
away
в
from
Геншине
letting the
нормальная
fungi
музыка,
do their
на
thing
самом
and
деле.
enjoying the match with no pressure to win. It was a good feeling. If only every match could be as carefree as that. Meanwhile, Miko's busy duking it out with Hania. Oh, Paimon's so nervous for her. Let's go see how she's doing.
Ну, тут еще в этом соревновании она как такая, типа, ну, проходная. В открытом мире хорошая музыка.
Huh? It's over already? Then why is the atmosphere...
Your match is over too? You took your time. I'm assuming it was...
You sound way too relaxed for someone who just fought in the semifinals. Bet it was a walk in the park.
Yes. Ours was as far from a close call as you could get. All it took was a few short, sharp... to be beaten by Hania.
Huh?
What? You think this is funny? Am I a joke to you?
Far from it, Hania. I know full well how serious you are about all this from your ironclad determination to annihilate an entire
Она
species.
проиграла.
That said, if you continue down this path and find that it leads somewhere quite different from what you had hoped, what will become of that ironclad determination then?
That's not your concern.
Running away so soon?
Miss Yai lost the match, but why is Hania the...
The situation gets more interesting with each development. Blitzara injured Pyro once. I simply pointed out that she's still deceiving herself, and her defenses began breaking down. She's more fragile than I'd imagined.
You mean Hania isn't as heartless as she tries to make herself out to be? So she does care about Pyro 1!
Right answer. Now's our chance to get through to her. You, my little friends, are the only ones who can get her back.
But Hania's long gone now! Where should we look?
Well, right now, I'm sure she must be wondering what it is that has made her suddenly start doubting herself. The answer lies with the three of you. I'm sure you all know where she's gone to.
The place where I first met the traveler in Paimon?
Good point! It was when Layla mentioned her plan to bring her shroom buddies back home with her that Hania's mood suddenly changed. Layla, it seems like you're onto something. Let's catch up with Hania and set things straight.
You should stay here, little Layla. I understand that you want to help Hania, but she's not the kind of person you're good at dealing with.
That's true. And if I said something that struck a nerve again, I'd only make things worse. Plus, you guys move pretty fast.
Well, what are you waiting for, little one? Oh, my, you've been busier than I thought. In return, I give you a blessing from me. Good luck. I'll share my thoughts the next time we meet.
Should be around here somewhere. Pyro 1 follows her everywhere. We should be able to track her down through its elemental traces. Search the area with elemental sight.
How did you find me here?
We followed Pyro 1's tracks. We're a little worried about... Wait a second. Are you comforting Pyro?
The irony, I know. And I'd probably be enjoying it if Pyro 1 were any other animal than a The next time we meet will be in the finals. Whatever you have to say, save it for if you beat me. The Fox Lady said you might say that. You're pure of heart, kind, and believe the best in things. You wouldn't understand if I tried to explain. So here, read that.
What?
These are my ancestors' records. They were attacked by a horde of fungi in the rainforest. Many people... There was nothing exceptional about this incident at the time, and it certainly never made it into any official records. But my family have been reading it to me since I...
So, that's what happened. Oh, no wonder you're so hostile toward... Yeah! And anyway, doesn't your family's experience make this tournament all the more meaningful? The wisdom orb finally means that humans and fungi can...
It's not as simple as turning bad fungi into nice fungi with the wisdom orb. Plenty of scholars have experimented with similar things in my village in the past, but every one of them failed, gave up, and moved on. Even this new wisdom orb can only suppress the fungi's aggressive nature temporarily. Without this device, they're still... On top of that, the orb's intellectual boost makes the fungi unnaturally strong. Too much elemental energy in one place is not a good idea, especially for people in poor shape already. If you've got a sensitive constitution and you start using...
Wait, Layla's been coughing a lot lately. Could that be because of the...
As you'll be well aware by now, all Caltilia cares about is his precious research. He just wants to expand his influence. Meanwhile, Alhingen's taking advantage of the situation. Impressed by Cautilia's research, he invested a huge sum into promoting the tournament. I don't trust either of them, period. I don't believe highly... All I can do is play by their rules until victory is mine. Then I'll fight for the outcome I'm hoping for. I initially had a sliver of hope that you might help me in my endeavors. Guess that was pretty naive of me. But it doesn't matter what you think about all this, or what you think of me. This notebook is just a relic from my past now. Do whatever you want with it. Because come the day of the final, I'm going to... It's time to say goodbye to the past.
That didn't go as planned. Well, there's only one option left. We gotta defeat Hania! Didn't Hania mention something about other researchers in the past trying to stop the damage caused by fungi too? There should be more information in this... These look like... research notes. Guess Hania's this section looks super complicated. The handwriting is really bad, and they're... Wait, some of these look familiar, though. Oh, that's right. We saw them on the documents Dory gave us. All right, let's put them side by side. Go through carefully and try to... A capturing device and a withering potion? So that's how it went down. The fungi only attacked Hania's ancestors because of what that potion did to them. And then the researchers built that device to try and... Also, if floral jelly is just an improved version of the withering potion, and the wisdom orb isn't Cautilia's invention either, he's basically giving someone else's invention a new name and passing them off as his own. He's a big fat liar! Why is Cautilia so eager to get people to use the wisdom orb anyway?
Онлайн.
We gotta warn Alhingen. He needs to stop bankrolling Cautilia right away! As for Hania, she has no idea that the fungi only attacked her ancestors because they were under the potion's influence. No wonder she holds it against them. Oh, don't worry, Bongo Head. Paimon knows you're not gonna turn evil because of some floral jelly. You stayed a very good fungus even after we turned... Whoa! You can understand what Paimon's saying? Oh, wow! You're getting smarter! Huh? Since when? Oh, Paimon didn't even... Does that mean Bongo Head is hanging out with us by choice right now? See? Hania was wrong after all. The fungi aren't gonna lose control this time. Some fungi under... Oh, Hania did make one good point, though. The wisdom orb has its limits. As long as that's the case, fungi won't be able to live with humans forever. Paimon was really hoping Bongo Head could join us for the rest of our journey. Isn't there a way? Yeah, it's a shame, but it seems like... We still have some time before the final. Should we report Cautilia to the academia? True. For him to have made it this far, he must have been planning for a long time. If he caught wind of our plans to expose him, he'd definitely be wary of it. Whatever else happens, we have to give it our all on the day of the final. Let's beat Hania and knock some sense into her. Then we should get Alhingen to help us expose...
Стоит покупать стартовый аккаунт. Что значит стартовый аккаунт? Как будто люди не видят прямого эфира.
Every
Но
has its final day. Don't rush.
в рекомендованный стрим не попадает, поэтому его никто и не видит. Ну плюс канал изначально не по Геншину создан. Это тоже влияет. Так.
Cup final! We have to defeat Hania, make her see the light, and expose Countilia!
Ladies and gentlemen, after some fierce competition in the round so far, we arrive at long last if the winner of the final round makes it through the ultimate trial, they will acquire my entire fortune. It will then be their responsibility to
Huh. Countilia isn't here today. Oh, this is our chance. After the final match and the ultimate trial, we'll go tip off Elhingen and Nico? Layla? You're here!
Much as I expected. The insufferable research maniac has exposed his true colors to our two protagonists. Holding off on reporting Countilia to the Academia seems like a sensibly cautious decision at this stage. Who's to say of Countilia?
Yeah, we can't afford to let our guards down now. We gotta fight Hania first, the strongest beast tamer out there. And we still have no idea what we're in for with Elhingen's ultimate trial. Oh, how are we gonna get through to Hania, though?
The answer should be quite obvious by now, surely. Take all of our fungi and defeat her fair and square. Force her to let go of her stubborn attitude and listen to the truth.
I believe in you guys. I know you'll be able to get her to come around.
Ah, yeah! Bongo head, twirly whirly and blitzar! combined. Winning this final will be easier than taking a radish from a hilly churl.
Ну ладно. Вообще проиграть возможно?
The day has finally arrived, traveler. I warned you not to get emotionally attached to the fungi. You have to treat them as your but it seems like you haven't changed one bit. In which case, this match will be a short one.
Yeah! When we said Bongo Head and Buddies into action, it's like clock!
Time to show you how a real beast tamer fights. Your feeble strategy will be your... Time. Torch them all! Don't worry, Pyro 1. They're about to reach their limit.
Чел, ну мне не очень это интересно слушать.
Pyro 1, why did you hold back?
Don't blame Pyro 1, Hania. And don't force yourself to do something you don't want to. You started having second... You never met a well-matched opponent until you fought Miko, and now us had you. So you never had to put Pyro 1 or any of you... When you saw one of your fungi get injured for the first time, you realized you felt...
Compassion? You really think I feel anything for these fungi?
Hania, you grew up listening to terrible tales about the horrors of fungi. But that doesn't mean that you should just treat a buddy who stands by you here as your arch enemy. You won't be able to lie. We fight off fierce fungi all the time, and we always used to think of them as monsters too. The whole reason we entered this tournament is because But after meeting Bongo Head, we realized that if you just give them some time and treat them well, the gentler fungi will get to know you. At the very least, treat fungi like they're on your side. Not as your pawns, and certainly not as your enemy. Please, learn to trust Pyro 1 and your other fungi friends.
Enough! Don't patronize me. In case you've forgotten, this match isn't over yet.
Эй, какого хера?
Alright, you sobering splash to the face and defeat Hania once and for all!
Pyro 1, release the explosion! all, Pyro 1! Show them what you're truly made of! I failed. Just before the most important... You two. You were the only ones who could stop me. But how when your mindset is so childish?
Hania, as we agreed, you have to hear us out now that we've won. But let's put that aside for now. Can we bring Pyro 1 along for the ultimate...
Pyro 1? You wanna...
Yep. We want to pass the ultimate trial with everyone's fungi side by side. Bongo Head, Twirly Whirly, Blitzara, and We looked through your notebook that day after we spoke to you, and it cleared up a lot of things. You're right to be concerned about the dangers of fungi. Wisdom orbs come with health risks to some people. This tournament shouldn't have been promoted so widely, and there are limits to how closely... However, by making constant improvements to the Wisdom Orb and using it for friendly communication with the fungi, we can figure out which...
Fine, if that's what you want. I lost, so I don't get to call the shots. And I guess Pyro 1 would rather be with someone who actually cares about it.
Cheer up, Hania. I'm sure you mean a lot to Pyro 1. We have more important stuff we gotta tell you after the ultimate trial. That's right. You'll see things differently after you know the story.
I just had to say, what a magnificent duel. A battle between competing philosophies as well as a...
Alhingen? What are you doing in the...
Why, I'm here to witness the final duel and the winner's spectacular performance in the ultimate trial. Come now, Traveler, Paimon, it's time to prove yourselves. I have no doubt...
What's going on here? Why are the Fatui everywhere? Alhingen, the arena's been taken over by bad guys. We'll deal with them. Get yourself to safety. Wait a second. Where is the exit?
The Traveler is correct. Nothing gets past you.
Wait, this is all wrong. Isn't this the ultimate trial? Cautilia's supposed to be the villain. He was just using this tournament for his own agenda, and he tricked you into sponsoring him.
Not far off. You're right about Cautilia's motivations, so I bought his loyalty and organized this tournament to expand the reach of his technology. Though I must say, I never expected a prize.
So, you weren't being fooled by Cautilia. It was you using him! Oh, now Paimon's mad! So much for warning you about...
Oh, look at you! I've got chill.
Twirly Whirly, Blitzara, Pyro 1! What's going on?
Cautilia added a handy little back door in the Wisdom Orbs. As soon as I send the command, all fungi under their control report to me.
So, this whole tournament, it was just an elaborate ploy to get other people to capture fungi for you! And now you're gonna make them all into your evil minions!
Very impressive. You hit all the key notes there. I hold the tournament a few times, build up an army of fungi living amongst the people. My accomplishments will eclipse those of my other comrades. And then, my dear Master Dottore, who left because of... But now, I think I might go one. Getting rid of you would be doing a major service for all the Fatui, from the foot soldiers to the harbingers. This could be a career-making moment for me. I'll just say it was a tragic accident. You placed too much trust in the fungi, tried to push past the limits, and ended up causing the whole... Once this domain's sealed off, no one will ever find you. I'll have Cautilia assume all... After that, I'll invest even more into this tournament in the name of honoring your memory.
You selfish, double-crashing monster! Paimon's heard just about enough from you, mister! You'll never get away with this! But what are we gonna do? You don't have any weapons on you, and our shroom buddies won't
Take your time. Pit fungi against fungi and warriors against warriors. I want the traveler to... I accept that our actions thus far have not been beyond reproach. But at least we can...
Are you okay?
This isn't right. I've activated the backdoor command 3 times now on the floating hydrofungus. Why is it still obeying the... Is Caltilia's device malfunction?
Oh dear, the poor things still have... The technology in the wisdom orb does make fungi more obedient to their beast tamers, but all it does to achieve this is suppress some of their basic instincts, allowing them to communicate with their owner as effectively as any other. The trust that these 4 fungi place in their beast tamers and the bond they now share have grown stronger.
Yai, Miko!
Please, you thought your crude replicas could keep me out? You appear to not to mention that shoddily designed backdoor command.
Curses!
Miko, Layla, and Hania too!
Elhingen, so this was all your... Whatever threat the fungi might pose, your nefarious...
Come on, Miss Yai.
Easy now, Layla. All that's left for us to do now is to watch and wait. The bond of companionship is not... Blitzara, you haven't completed your mission yet. You're not thinking of giving up now, are you?
Huh? Look!
Is this the moment Miss Yai said we were waiting for? Twirly Whirly, I believe in you. Take this.
The backdoor command is wearing off. They're all returning to
Still doubting what your heart tells you. You're afraid. Afraid to accept that the fungus you treated as a pawn now trusts you completely. Because then you'll be forced to face your... But don't keep your fungus waiting much longer. Look...
Pyro 1, are you... I'm sorry. I've been so harsh on you. Go. Do what you have to do.
Well, one way or another, it looks like all the Shame on you, Elhingen! You're about...
Hold the line! And keep your heads! They're just a handful of fungi.
Victory is within our grasp! Fungal Head, use Water Bomb of Final Justice!
Is that all you got? I miscalculated. Ida, you precious preserve. Harden up. I must collect myself. So quiet. It's no problem. This was well done. Disgusting. Roasted fry. You need to hurry up. This was well done. You need to hurry up. Feel clogged. Crisp. You can't run. Well, just be I see through you. Roasted fried. Take cover. You can't run. This was well done. I miscalculated. Disgusting. That's it to work. You need to hurry up. Roasted fried. What an annoyance. I must come. This is trouble. Finally, some quiet.
Feels close! Beaten by a few measly fungi?
Miko, why didn't you stop him?
Oh, I'm just a tourist. As far as I'm aware, I don't have the authority to... Still, you needn't worry. He won't escape. You'll see once you get back to the tournament arena.
Ah, cryptic. Well... You're from the Core of 30!
By order of the General Mahamatra, we're here to arrest Elhingen for grave crimes. The General Mahamatra has been watching Kautilya closely for some time. He's busy dealing with other affairs today, so he couldn't find the time to apprehend the offenders himself. The General Mahamatra wrote a letter for the two of you. Please, take a look.
So Sino has been keeping an eye on this competition too! He and his people must have been secretly investigating at the same time we were!
All right, we'll take the suspects away now. The area...
You might think this is over, but mark, you haven't seen the last of me.
Oh, quit while you're behind, loser! Have fun— Wait! Sino mentioned that he used our evidence, so... Is that where Miko was going after—
Oh, please, spare me that look. I didn't sign up for any of this. I'm supposed to be... After the round of 16, I simply took a walk around Sumeru City with my editors. I did have a very brief conversation with the General Mahamatra, but only...
the more you try playing it down, the more confusing it all sounds.
Anyway, now that the organizer and the sponsor have...
The rules still stand. These little ones won the tournament and passed the ultimate trial, which means from now on, everything about this tournament will be up to these two to decide. And after all the experience they've gained, I'm sure they are more than up to the task.
Lady Kitsune told me everything. The fungi that attacked my ancestors were out of control because they'd gone berserk. Everything I thought I knew about the fungi was based on a misunderstanding.
Huh? We didn't get to say anything!
If by that you mean, thank you, Miko, then you're welcome. Hania needed a...
You don't have to say anymore. I was too close-minded. I know that now. But now I've seen the truth with my own eyes. Even without the wisdom orb, I hold my hands up. I was wrong.
Punishment? What do you take us for? Sure, you said some pretty scary things. Wait, actually, having said that... Alright, Paimon's got it. Let's go tell everyone else what we came up with. Ahem. Ooh, Paimon and the Traveler are super happy that we were lucky enough to win this tournament and even expose a criminal conspiracy while we were at it now. They may have thrown the organizer and the sponsor in jail, but you can all breathe a huge sigh.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about!
That's a good call.
However, unfortunately, the wisdom orbs currently have a harmful effect on their surrounding environment. So they pose for the sake of everyone's well-being, over the coming days, We recommend that but you won't be away from them for too long. While Hania takes care of your fungi, we'll be talking to the academia with the goal of trying to resolve the current issues with the wisp. And of course, this tournament was so much fun. It'd be a real shame, so once the technical issues are all sorted out, and we're all reunited with our fungi friends, let's
Oh, so that...
Think of it more as a reward for being the...
Don't think of it that way, Miss Hania. Spending time with shroom buddies is actually really fun. Right, Twirly Whirly? I'm gonna miss you, Twirly Whirly. Take good care of my best shroom buddy.
Traveler, Paimon, Layla, and Lady Kitsune. What can I say? You're a fascinating bunch.
Come on, Hania. We announced the official decision with everyone watching. You better look alive.
Yeah, don't worry. As a beast tamer, I accept your proposal. I will do my utmost to care for these fungi and treat...
Now, those sound like the words of an awesome person called Hania. Anyway, let's spend some final quality time with our shroom buddy.
Просто смысл об этом говорить, что там было раньше и так далее. Есть текущие проблемы, которые нужно решать.
Ta-da! No! Oh, fine.
Блять, это за нее нужны эти цветки, да на. Один уже меня.
Does this mean you're in?
Чтобы скрутки забрать. Крутку. Зря, не зря. Какой-то лук.
Stabilize!
Born of ice and frost. No touching.
Busted.
Everyone hold hands. Sharing my knowledge.
Glaze over.
I will have order. Gather!
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
Huh?
В принципе, все забрал. Пиздец, как они заебали своей болтовней. Сейчас опять будут пиздить.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see... Liyue's tourist spot. I have a few references.
А, ну тут...
All right, let's head off.
Охуенная фотография.
The wind knows.
Куда персонаж-то одевается? Что за бред, блин? У меня персонаж исчезает. Баг.
experiment.
Animal test 63. Wait.
Персонаж в анимации бездействия.
Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule. There's nothing wrong with reaping. A reward every now and then.
Запечатлеть персонажа во время ходьбы или бега. типа оружие катализатор. Это легко проходит с...
Born of ice and frost.
Мужик, ну и что? Сколько тут? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Это 300 круток. Не 300 круток, а 300 примагемов.
Absorption test. Animo test 63. Access denied. Ugh. Born of ice and frost.
Stabilize!
Into the wind.
No touching.
This is order.
Born of ice and frost.
Так, блять. Как мне на эту самую гору залезть?
Gather!
Просто супер изи ивент. Только много мест. Очень много мест.
Wind strike.
Буквально 2 минуты надо тратить. Ну, не 2, может 5. Около 5 минут, даже меньше.
Time to go.
Использовать гидро персонажа. Персонаж выполняет обычную атаку. Персонажа.
Very well.
Использовать персонажа из Манштата. Использовать элементарный навык. Дедук настало твое время. Звездный час дедука.
What's our objective?
Разок на крутку. Использовать элементарный навык электро. Электро.
Stay close and you will live. Hey.
Блин, где ближайший телепорт?
Solidify!
Access denied. Torn to oblivion.
12 тысяч. Бля, ну я так и знал. Наш выполняет заряженную атаку. Одноручный, двуручный. Чуть не упал. Использовать дендро персонажа. Запечатлеть персонажа во время ходьбы или бега.
There are still so many places.
Использовать пира персонажа. Пира персонаж.
Ta-da! Please he.
Подожди, ждать надо.
These bombs so heavy.
Последнее.
La la la.
Yeah! Yeah!
Используйте ментальный навык криво.
This is long overdue. No touching.
Все. Ну и это, наверное. Через 5 дней как раз пройду это. Или там хватит накрутку. Или не хватит. Не хватит 100 тут.
Gather! Clouds hide. The birds call. One with nature.
Access denied.
I will have order.
Dumpty Dumpty Go! Boing boing!
Solidify! The wind knows me.
Born of ice and frost. Glaze over.
Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Jin can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed. Those are the survival rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me. These bombs, so heavy. Yeah. Ah! Ah!
Не понял, что за хуйня. Подождите 2 дня.
Miko. And finally, go give our fungi over to Hania.
Traveler, Paimon, Bunglehead, over here.
Hey, Layla! Have you and Twirly Whirly been having fun these past few
Definitely. With Twirly Whirly helping me carry my luggage, we could go camping really far away. Although, it would be great if the improved wisdom orb allowed us to communicate directly with the fungi.
Paimon's never seen you in such good spirits, Layla. You spoke a lot more than usual just now, and you're still full of life.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
Oh?
Miko?
Oh, my needs for amusement have been more than met. Thanks to your help, Yes, I think I might ask Soka to...
True. Why didn't you expose Alhingen right away, though? Why wait for things...
Going for the big reveal right at the beginning would have been an anticlimax of the most literal kind. I wanted to see how you'd react in a situation like... I thought that this... From a certain... Oh, that's enough chatting for now. I'll leave Blitzara in your... I hope you really give this a good shot, you and Hania. The future of this highly entertaining tournament depends on the decisions you make from now on. I'm...
Time to go.
Hello, all. Right on time. I've collected all the... Say hello to everyone, Kindlejoy. That's Pyro One's new name. If I just let go...
I'm so glad...
Yeah! Even though Paimon has got...
I will commit to give...
I guess it's... the one Twirly Whirly...
But Zara, Miko will be back to visit. High five, Bongohead! It was really...
I hope that the day when humans and fungi... I believe in you all. You'll make it happen. I look forward to the good news.
Ей это задание нужно было.